This is McKenzie Auto Sales, and they have all these used cars, and from what I understand, the road tax, it really depends on how big the engine is. That's the deciding factor, and it runs roughly around 300 Singapore dollars every 6 months for your road tax. You pay it up to 1 year. Can you pay 2 years? No, you can't pay 2 years.
You only can pay
1 year. 1 year, you pay your road tax and of course the cost of your vehicle. Now what about licensing and title fees? Is there title fees or just the road tax?
Just the road tax and the insurance.
Insurance, yeah.
You
insurance.
need to cover the insurance, the road tax, and then you need to convert your license to Singapore driving license.
Yeah, you have to have a Singapore driver.
International license converted to Singapore.
Yeah. And so your insurance, your road tax is the big one, and of course your cost of the vehicle. But I know some people told me that after 10 years you can't own the car, but after the car is 10 years old,
can extend another 5 years to 10 years.
Another 5 to 10 years, but there's no such thing as a 20-plus-year-old car on the road in Singapore.
Still have it.
Oh, they do.
40 years old, still have it.
Oh, but you have to pay a premium on your.
Same. If the car you renew for 10 years, you can renew every year, every 10 years. If your car you renew 5 years, stop. No more.
Okay.
You
Well.
renew 10 years. Then you can convert your car if they say you're under don't know the scheme called what scheme, that the plate is 2 color. That means 1 year you only can use for 30 days. Antique.
Oh, so it's restricted.
Yeah, restricted. Antique.
Okay.
That means the car is more than 35 years old.
So you can have an antique car, but you just can't drive it every day.
You only can drive for 30 days. I mean,
60 days.
30 days.
30 days.
For 1 year.
For one. Oh, 30 days total in a year.
In a year, but your tax will be only 10% of.
10% of your road tax.
It's only 10% of the COE.
COE, the road tax. Oh, well, it's a lot different here, but I noticed they have nice, clean roads and trees everywhere. Now this car here is a 2015 Hyundai, basic Hyundai?
Yeah, Elantra.
It's what, 1.6?
1.6.
And this car new will go for about 70,000 Singapore dollars if you bought a new one, like a 2019. But this one here, used, is
about 50,000.
It's 50,000 Singapore dollars. And if you wanted a 1 Series BMW, if you bought a 1 Series BMW, this
is more than 10 years.
Oh, yeah, but a new one like this, what,
new one like this is about 200,000.
200,000,
yeah,
just for a 1 Series, and then a new one. But this one is 10 years old.
Yes.
And so this one goes for
10 years old, extended still cost 60,000.
It's still a $60,000 item. Yeah. And then Mazda here.
Mazda is for new is about 90,000.
A new one, 90. Is this 2 liter?
No, 1.6.
Well, it's also 1.6 Mazda.
For 10 years old, renew 10 years COE about 40 over thousand.
So this one, as it sits, is what year model?
This is 2009.
Oh, it's a 10 years old.
10 years old, yes.
And it's 40,000.
40 over thousand for another 10 years.
40,000 for this car. Yeah. But if you bought a brand new Mazda, it would be
90,000.
90,000 Singapore dollars.
Yes.
Wow. Owning a car in Singapore is kind of hot. Now the dealer didn't want to go on camera, but he said he moves about 30 units a month here. I mean, it is pretty big. There must be, I don't know, 200 or 300 cars here. And there's also some panel vans here. But the whole system of how they tax you. And he says now the upside is insurance is about 1,000 Singapore dollars a year, but you don't have to worry about a whole lot of problems with theft. You know, it's very, very rare a vehicle gets stolen, and also the roads are very safe, so there's not a whole lot of accidents going on. And so that's the upside, but they're expensive. Oh my gosh, you know, you want to buy a car here, especially something like that, like a Mercedes. You know, a Mercedes like that goes for at least $200,000 in Singapore dollars, new, if you bought one new. Can you believe it? Multi-cabs are everywhere, even in Singapore. Isn't that something?